I was a bit nervous to play her. I'd only heard, I heard about her, but I knew things about her that, just in a general sense, what she's remembered for, which seems to be her mental institution days, and the fact that she was the possible bipolar first lady, things like that. So I wasn't really sure how she was going to be portrayed in the movie and if it was going to be accurate, and I was very curious about that when I read the script. And I loved the way she was portrayed in the script, but I didn't know enough about her to know if it was right or not. So I was really interested to read up on her, and when I did, I found that she was amazing. She was so fantastic. She was so strong and outspoken, and there were so many men who wrote terrible things about her for those reasons. And basically, she's a crazy bitch, meaning she actually speaks her mind, and she won't be steamrolled by people. So the more I learned about her, the more excited I was to play her.
Any other guys?
Well, talking about the book, I'm someone who's like absolutely gung-ho about characters being added because it means I can have a job, But I was actually very pleased about, in the playing of the role, that I have a character that has key objectives that are so strong that I could very easily imagine my character as a president himself. I kind of always saw him in the way he speaks as a kind of cigar room deal maker. Someone who could have a man-to-man talk, and someone who was also a very formidable soldier for his cause. And if you were voting in the vampire elections, you would certainly give this man your vote. Someone who wants to claim a land for his people in the way that's been done in history many times before. And in terms of perspective, he's the hero of his own story.
Dominic and Anthony?
You can only really be as good as the material that you get is, and this, for me, it was such an incredible character to work from Seth's book that there was so much to do and bring to it that's how you make a choice, and then it evolved hugely, I think, and in the book he is I think a lot of the action scenes through his eyes. He's almost a narrator in the book, and then for me I just couldn't quite grasp what the tone of this piece would be, and it was wonderful to sort of watch that evolve while working with these sort of geniuses in this medium. So I sort of had an incredible what did I say? What did I say wrong? Did he mutter something when I said that?
No, you mean me when you're talking about genius.
Only him.
And Anthony?
I think for me, Will Johnson being an actual person and someone who is kind of, I feel, one of the reasons the Civil War was fought and how the Emancipation Proclamation was written and the Gettysburg Address, being Abraham Lincoln's friend and working with him at that time, the relationship between the two of them had to garner a certain level of humanity and respect and dignity. I feel like if you just look at when he passed away on the way back from the Gettysburg Address, Abraham Lincoln, with money out of his own pocket, had him buried at Arlington Cemetery. And on his headstone it says William H. Johnson, citizen. And that's still there today. And I think it's kind of remarkable that not only do people not know that story, but people have no idea who William H. Johnson is. So when I first heard about the project, I was blown away by the idea. And I'm a huge, huge supporter of, recontextualizing history. Just to make it more upbeat and cool, instead of just like a green chalkboard and some old fat lady writing. That's my school, not yours. So I was really excited about it, and I read everything I could about the time and the type of relationship that they could have possibly had in that society with those type of people.